Let's see if this works. Things should be working now. And it's not doing what I wanted to do. So aggravated. I want to go. There we go. Let's put this on this screen so I can see it in front of me. Sound is down. That's actually a good spread. Can I hear myself now? How about now? All right, we're gonna go with that. Okay, guys, it is Kyle from the Chase Collectibles. I am here with the Summer Singapore Saturated Sorcery Special. I just like my sibilance, as it were. It's been a while since I've posted up anything. Just wanted to do a Summer Sorcery box opening, and I can't turn this off, so I'm going to take the headphones off. One of the biggest things I really wanted to do for you guys was open a box live in real time so that you could see pulls as they came out of the box, and put together some of the video content that I've been meaning to do for a while now. Through the course of my journey with this game and meeting people in the community, I've acquired a few things that I love and that are dear to me. In this front row here, you will see 2 curios and 1 misprint. This Tufted Turtles is awash in blue, and I suppose I could take it out of here. I don't know what value it really has, but can you see how blue this card is? So this is one of my favorite things. I don't like crimps. I'm not a huge fan of like miscuts unless they're interesting, like let's say you had Fire and Ice up here or something weird, or you could still play the card somehow. But I like the Blizzard and the Blink misprint, so those are things I collect. But this blue wash turtle, I know it's a thing and people are out there buying them, but I've only ever seen one, and I've opened up a lot of boxes. Nowhere near like Cold Foil Heroes. Shout out to you, Steve. But I've opened a lot of boxes. Then we have my first 2 curios. All right, now I didn't open the West East Dragon. My friend Vince did live on stream while we were at the shop, and I traded him this. I got this from him, and he gave me a bunch of boxes. I said that backwards. He gave me this. I gave him a bunch more boxes to open. But this was my first curio ever, the Syrian Templar, and I think it's probably undervalued and underrated, but these are never coming out of my collection because this is history of the game. Say what you will about whether it's a foil, shout out to you, Mike Servati, whether it should be a curio because it tell art history of the game, but this dragon, it's a piece. I like the altar. Then, speaking of Mike Servati, I discovered him much the way some of you did through Collector Art House and what he had to offer, and this was my first artist proof. This is a Marta Molina. The entire back of the card is painted in oil and acrylic, and I don't care that it's number 4 of 25 as much as I care about what's on the back of the card and that the artist did it on their art. So shout out to Atlas Thorne and Truett Parrish and some of the guys that don't have any art in the Alpha Beta set, but I'm not buying your stuff as awesome as I think it is because I want your cards and your art on your cards, so I'm waiting for those things. But Atlas Thorne has put out some great stuff. But this is Marta Molina, and she did Pristine Paradise, Crater Eyes, obviously, and this piece is epic. And I got this for what I consider to be a steal as I was joining my family in France for a vacation. And I bought that while en route, believe it or not. Then this right here, this is Daryl. I make a lot of jokes about Daryl. He's on the back of the Sorcerer because I use him when I play with my friends. That's a joke, right? He's actually my Sorcerer card. But this is Caio Calisans from Brazil. Marta's from Spain, by the way. Caio Calisans from Brazil, all right? So that's his signature right there on the back of his artist proof. I guess it's 1 of 25. Again, that's less important to me as what's on the card. This was oil paint. He actually sent the palette with me. Where he wiped his brush and changed colors and mixed colors on the palette. So I got the palette with the card, as well as I got a sketch of Crater Eyes from Marta Molina. It's Eric Olofsson. And that's a superbly indifferent dromedary. I mean, how cool is this card? It's epically awesome. Once again, I think I got that for a steal, given what people are paying for the APs now. But I don't. So you guys may have seen me recently going back and forth with Ivan, because who gives a fucks about Ivan? I'm making jokes there. Don't get mad at me. At any rate, I lost my train of thought. I'm going back and forth with him about financial value and whether you're a collector or not. These things right here, sure, they're worth $1,000, $500, $400, $200, $1 million. I don't know. At some point, I guess if I needed a kidney, I guess I would sell them for whatever I could, but they're last up on my list. These are my personal things. I'm going to display these. I'm never going to trade these into another set. So I don't really care what they're worth. I care whether I can afford to pay for them and put them in my collection. That's what I care about. So this is our boy, the GOAT, Mikhail Nikipal, Cloud Spirit. And I've been watching him roll out stuff, and I feel bad that I sniped this from Dan A. Mitchum, because he's the Frogman, but I had to have it. He did a series of the Cloud Spirit APs. One had the Blood Raven in the clouds instead of the Cloud Spirit. One had this frog in the clouds, and I can't remember what the other one had. Honestly, somebody, just put it in the comments. I don't care if it's on Facebook or on YouTube, but yeah, so I had to have this. Again, I got all of these for under what I think people are paying for the APs now, and they're never coming out of my collection. Somebody could offer me something, I guess I would. Everybody's got a price, but I love these dearly. UC Pilkus, I hope I'm saying that right, just put out the Enchantress AP, and I was totally going to buy that one. I was totally going to bid on that one, and it's out of my range. Y'all are monsters out there. You're crazy. I love you for it. By the way, this was just a normal Sorcerer that I had in there. But I can't compete with some of the prices you guys are bidding, which is good. Good for you. I'm glad you're adding them to your collection. Maybe someday I will trade you something for the ones I really, really love. That Enchantress was pretty awesome. I like UC's style. So that's those things. Okay, so you've seen some of the things that I love. This is what we're talking about. I became aware of the game because of Rudy, as a lot of people did. So we've got here the Witherwing Hero, the first slab, and Rudy's PCG, Hey I Own Everything, whatever. I like Rudy. I think he's an entertaining personality. I don't know him as a person, never met him, but he seems like he could be a decent guy to hang out with and have a beer with and throw cards into watermelons. I don't know. But this was the first promo that he got for the game, and he slabbed it, and I wanted it. Whether or not I like the art is debatable. I do like Frazetta. And this was something fun to have, and it will never leave my collection. I got one of the few 9s. There were no 9/5s to my knowledge in this set, but it is what it is. Now it's what, a $3 card, Headless Haunt promo? I got this from a playmate of mine, somebody in my play group, right? Shout out to DZ Foshizi. He added this in a trade or sent it to me. Actually, no, I think I got this from, this might have come from Brandon or my buddy another buddy down in Ohio that I traded with, now that I say it out loud. At any rate, it's Frazetta. I didn't ask for it. It was a thoughtful include. because he knew I wasn't chasing some of the promos from Team Covenant or whomever. And I bought a whole bunch of cases and I never got a box topper. Here's the story. I'm like, it's cool, but I actually like the original art better, but he sent it to me. So this is a piece that I have a story to, so it stays in my collection. This piece right here is another playgroup add to my collection. Now I've got Alpha that I've opened up and I actually have a Winter River. But this particular Winter River came across in a trade between me and a guy that's a prosumer like me. Shout out to Loki. I like Loki a lot. He's a good guy. We play some great games. His decks are fun, and they're solid at the same time. He's just a good general dude. And Winter River, we were talking about this. There's only 3 deserts. There's only 3 towers. And there's only 3, not rivers. Good Lord, have mercy. The other one, good Lord, air, earth, fire. There's only deserts. I said deserts, air, towers, water, and wow, it's bad when the brain leaves you, huh? Earth, villages. There's 3 villages, but there's 4 rivers. So in theory, if you collected 4 of these rivers, you could play Winter River, Spring River, Summer River, and Autumn River, and it's flavorful. But balance-wise, it's probably not the best thing. But yeah, it's a pretty card. It's the only Winter River in existence, and you can only get it in Alpha. So I'm collecting those. Then we get back to Rudy. And the reason we're going this way is Winter River I got from Loki. And we're about to talk some more about Loki and Rudy here. So Rudy was over here with the Witherwing, and now we have the Amazon Warriors. A gorgeous 9/5 Boris Vallejo, probably my favorite. If you gave me Frank Frazetta and Boris Vallejo, I'm a big fan of Boris Vallejo. This is absolutely one of my favorite pieces of art by Vallejo. That gold 9/5, and I didn't get to choose whether I got the 9/5. I just randomly got this. But this was in the Rudy kit number 2. And so yeah, this will never come out, right? Well, my entire play group, with the exception of like 2 people, I think, bought the Rudy kits for the Amazon Warriors. Loki, can you see these empty slabs that are broken up? Loki got a 9 and then proceeded to go on the secondary and get 4 more 9s. I think he ended up with a 9/5 for his slab collection, for his display. But I've got a video of him that I'm not good at streaming or YouTubing, guys, but I've got a video of him cracking these open at our shop and pulling them out and sleeving them up. And now they're in his play deck. He's got a deck that runs 4 Amazon Warriors, and that is what that's about. So now we're going to crazy, right? But we play with our expensive cards. It's not about the price of the card. It's about whether you enjoy using the card, right? So we're going to set all this aside over here now. And there's our spring, summer, sorcery, social, extra special, saturated box. So I have a friend in Austria that has been watching my YouTube content, which we're going to call box openings, that I put on Facebook, because I haven't recently been able to live stream. And we got talking about Star Wars, and he found out I'm a nut for Star Wars. And he sent me a note one day. Shout out to Chris. Chris, you know who you are. Thank you for all the Austria pictures, my friend. And I've been telling him I was going to do a video, and he's like, "Oh, that's not necessary." And I've been under the weather and been doing a few things, and he sent me all these cards. He said they're going to be better off in your possession because I'm just going to garage sale them or throw them away. You seem to enjoy it. Take these from me. He paid to ship these from Austria free of charge because he appreciated my content and appreciated that I appreciated Star Wars. And I don't know what these are worth. I haven't looked them up, but I collect playing cards of Star Wars. I collect lunch boxes of Star Wars. Kitsch. I like kitsch. And for me, even though I've never played this game, this qualifies as kitchen, something that goes in my display of Star Wars. I have Lego Star Wars. I have all the books from Star Wars Expanded Universe. I collect Star Wars craziness. All the minifigs, action figures. But see, I didn't hold on to like my toys, my Kenner toys and things like that. Those are cool, but everybody collects those. I want unique stuff. So I've got statues, I've got paintings, and this really just made my day that he sent this to me. And we got talking about it. I'm like, you don't have to do that, man. You know how expensive that's going to be to send this from Austria. But for those of you that play the game and you know what this is, you're not going to get this from me unless you tell me, wow, that's going to be better off in my collection. And here's something that you want more like Daryl the Camel. No, I'm kidding. I would never trade this because this has a story to it. So yeah, I've got all these Star Wars cards with all this original, not artwork, but movie scenes. Right? And some of it's probably artwork, but I mean, there's Aunt Beru, Han making a face, right? So this is one of the cooler things that making a friend through a game can do for you. And I'm not saying I'm out there for the tip, if you will. I'm not. I just thought that was a really cool, very human thing for somebody to do. It was a kind gesture, and it was greatly appreciated. You don't understand the level of, oh wow, that's really freaking cool. So we're not done talking about Chris from Austria, who I love so much. Thank you, Chris. But inside the package, he said, I sent you a special gift. I'm like, what'd you send me, a Jawa action figure? No. He sent me these 3 beta deserts. They're all beta. But the artist that did these deserts, can you see the signatures? He got them all signed, and he sent me a signed set of deserts. How awesome is that? I mean, it's just thoughtful, awesome stuff, right? Thank you, Chris, for that. For real, I appreciate that so much. All right, so I wanted to share those stories. I've been meaning to make videos out of them, but I'm kind of a perfectionist. And there's the deserts on the back. And so at some point I'm going to get good at producing videos. I want to make produced videos as opposed to just live rambling out content. But yeah, that's I wanted to share all that with you guys and say, hey, this is a cool thing. This is the kind of stuff I collect. The cards are great, but I started getting into Sorcery too. I bought a whole bunch. So Ivan and I were going back and forth today, right? Value. Why would you crack a box if it doesn't make financial sense? And I get his point of view. I do. I don't mean to be a jerk to him, but at the same time, he comes across disingenuous to me. I have no problem saying that. I probably come across like a jerk to him. We've gone back and forth over messages a couple times about whether he thinks my asking price for a thing is too high or too low, and he's entitled to his opinion, so I'm not mad about it. I just simply, I want to understand what it is he rants about, and so I put that out there, and maybe it comes across wrong to some people, maybe it doesn't, I don't know, but we've got some summer sorcery here, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I paid $300 for this box from Seth Gold early on. I wasn't actually ever gonna buy any of this because it looks different. It looks different than the original beta that we got here in the States, and it will be obvious as I open these up. But Seth then, less than a week later, asked me if I was interested in more boxes at I think $265, and the market's settled down to around that price, $250, $260, I think, on these. Let's map these, shall we? So this is the left, that's the middle, and this is the right. All right, it does have a dust code. I'm gonna take this out, make sure there's no boxes in there. And then if you can see at the top here, I don't know how this is going to show up. I'm going to wait for this to show up on the camera. So there's a dust code, and I'm watching the video as I'm doing it, so there's a bit of a delay. So can you see this little corner right here? that little corner is how you know that this is from Singapore or part of the reprint, if you will, the summer saturated sorcery. All right. At any rate, I was happy to pay $300 for one box because I knew I was going to open it for the channel. All right. I'm probably going to turn around and sell everything in these unless the difference is so unnoticeable that I can include it in my beta foils because I'm still trying to collect a beta foil set and I'm just taking my time about it. I'm trading for that and I'm opening boxes for that, but it's going to look different. So first impression, I feel like this package is actually somewhat better packaged. I don't feel like it's going to ruin the tokens. That's neat. But I don't see any saturation difference in the Sorcerer card itself. I can see a little bit of color difference in the tokens, but not a lot. Oh, okay. So before I lay out all the cards, right-hand side, left-hand side, that's middle, left-hand side. This playmat came from the Midland Mayhem. I was not there. I want to give a big shout out to Rudosaurus from Archives of the Realm and Jeff Menges. I collect playmats with unique artist embellishment or that have history. Hey, I was there and I got particular people to sign off, and it just, I was at an event and this thing. I wasn't at this event, but I really, really have wanted a unique embellishment from Jeff Menges. More on that later because I believe he's going to be in Baltimore and I'm bringing something special for him to embellish. And we'll make a video on that. But that's his signature. I had Dave, that's Rudosaurus, I had him do me a favor and talk to Jeff and say, could you add embellishments to the playmat that I want to buy from you? This is his art. Rubble is his art. Okay? And he said, well, what do you want on it? I said, do something unique to you, something that's fun for you, something whimsical for you, something that you think belongs on the mat. Just you come up with the idea, because I want it to be something out of your head and not something that I want. That way it's very Jeff Menges, if that makes any sense to you at all. It's the reason I like the artist proofs. All right? So we've got bone rabble in various places around the rubble. And I think bone rabble on rubble, I think that's great. So this was something special I wanted to showcase. This is one of my favorite things in Sorcery so far is this playmat. Love it, love it, love it. And I may get a second one in Baltimore, hopefully, and we can continue the theme somehow. I don't know. At any rate, all right, so middle, right-hand side, and left-hand side. Sorry if my voice sounds a little messed up, guys. I have been under the weather for a long damn time. I'm going to take a little sip here. Let's start with the left. I can't tell if anybody's actually on the stream. I see no chat. So I'm still probably doing something wrong and learning how to do this, but let's just make a mess. And then I will have one box out of my way. All right. So first things first, look at the color pop. And there's a foil in here, by the way. So right-hand side's got a foil in it. We'll guess what it is in a second. Look at that color. Moon Clan Werewolf. I think we have a grapple shot is the foil, I think. Sacrifice an allied mortal, summon Moon Clan Werewolf from your hand to the mortal's location. So some of the cards were fixed. That color is actually very, very dark and vibrant. It is actually very noticeable. All right, so Exceptional 1, Moon Clan Werewolf. Divine Healing. Look at that richness. Wow. Scavenging Fiend. And in our slot, we got a Mega Amoeba. Now, for me, the Mega Amoeba doesn't actually pull a lot of color vibrance. It's obvious in the red and in the deep yellows. Divine Healing and Scavenging Fiend really pop. The Mega Amoeba, not so much. All right, so we're going to put Mega Amoeba right there. Push these up so we can make room for things. Mega Amoeba is an elite. We got Pit Vipers. We're not... Oop, that is not... Riptide. Berry. Scourges. Oh, it's not a grapple shot. Mage Slayer. It is an old salty. And wow, does that pop. That is crazy how good that is. Okay, I will say the foils possibly are going to be big winners out of the summer sort. That is ridiculous how good that is. All right, I should have brought sleeves for this. And put that over here. Exorcism. I'm just going to take my time with these and enjoy the color saturation and make sure I don't miss anything weird like a curio. So I saw somebody pull a, I want to tell you it was Avatar of Fire, but it might have been Avatar of Water curio sketch out of one of these. And it looked odd. It looked so crazy odd to me. I wasn't sure I was going to like it. Atlas in the back. Still coming from the right. And we got one foil on the right so far. All right, so we got the Whirling Blades, Pudge Butcher, Sling Pixies, and there's your Seer. Look at how deep and dark the Pudge Butcher is in the blades. Like you can see details in a Brian Smith that you couldn't see before. Look at the strands and the lines. It is deeper and darker. It really is. Seer. Don't think we have a foil in here. Could be wrong. Cauldron. See, look how well that pops. Monster. Tufted Turtles. Okay, so I'm going to leave that right on top for a second. No, I guess I'm not. I'm going to put that down for a second. Let's go get those turtles. Turtles, Teenage Mutant Tufted Turtles. Teenage Mutant Tufted Turtles. Okay, can you now see how blue that turtle is? Art by Matt Thames, by the way. Look at that blue wash. Like you lose his whole left side. It is so dark. Right? Anyway, this is a misprint, so you can't compare it to that. All right, sorry, I just wanted to show you the difference in blue there. But wow, that pops in this. And the Drown is gorgeous. Alan Pollock is going to be at the social, by the way. Shout out to Ron and all the hard work him and his staff have been doing. I'm super looking forward to going. If you're not going to the spring social, make sure you get to Gen Con or the Vegas event that's just popped up, because it should be a good time. And we need to grow this game because it is, oh wow, look at how that pops. Crazy. All right. That there's such a difference. I will say, like cardstock and quality wise, they feel pretty solid. They feel smoother, honestly. So you know when you open up these packs, you get that rough feeling on your. These feel much smoother. It bodes well for Arthurian Legends. We're just gonna go straight down the right-hand side. So one foil so far, no uniques, no curios out of the right-hand side for anybody that wants to map. Out of this super small sample size. All right, Chain Lightning, Shrink, Swiven Scout, and a Battle Mage. Well, we've got two. I may just pull these from my playset. Two avatars and a boil. Oh, look at the Scarecrow pop. Neat. Beasts of Burden, Wall of Fire. See how deep and rich. I don't know if it shows on the camera, but how deep and rich these are now. I like it. I like it. I don't know if I like it enough to pay a premium for it. I just simply think this is where the saturation and print quality is going to end up. This is nowhere near, so let's see. Shout out to Louie. Shout out to Louie George from Kitchen Table TCG. Shout out to a couple people that have already mentioned this. I think even Ivan Fox has mentioned this. This is not summer magic. This is not an analog of summer magic, y'all. Project Edgar was like maximum 400 boxes that are in population, that are in circulation. They printed it, made a huge mistake, recalled all of it. So the reason the premium is there is there's literally like 400 boxes that exist in the world. Boxes that we know of, you know what I mean? So it's super rare compared to Edgar, which is what Summer Magic was, Summer Revised. This is on a scale 400 boxes to like 40,000 boxes probably, but let's just say it's 4,000 boxes. It's more than 4,000 boxes. Ooh, Thunderstorm is pretty. Yeah, this is not anywhere near on a scarcity level what Summer Magic is. So they're right. There's no reason we should be calling this Summer and pumping up its scarcity that way. Squirming Mass, Blink. So I would actually like to hit a foil Blink or Blizzard or Great Wall because these have all been fixed. Oh, that could be, but it's not. We need Flickering. I forgot to look at Extinguishes. I'm pretty sure that's the only one we've hit. Or I would have said something already. No Boss Trolls. No British Trolls. No any kind of trolls. Shield Maidens, Wind Blast, Fireball. Look at that Wind Blast. So, yeah, these are crazy. Some of these are actually so markedly different. Wind Blast is much prettier in this saturation level, or whatever we call it. Shout out to Hayne for the first specs on why this is different. By the way, the technical analysis. Real Revenant is gorgeous. Scorpions, Common Sense, Wall of Ice, Harpoons, Warriors, no Curios, no foils. So we are one foil in the right-hand side so far for those of you mapping at home. 3 watching now. Started streaming 31 minutes ago. All's watching. Can you guys chat? Oh, PC Addict. Nice. Thanks. I see something in chat. Awesome. Upwelling. I'm going to go a little bit quicker now. We've had a chance to really look at the levels. UC Pilkus. Love his art. Her art. Does anybody know? There's our first unique Maelstrom. Let's take a look at this one. Look at how much these pop. Huh? Isn't it crazy? Yeah, they're different. They're very, very different. Swan Maidens, Cave Trolls, Grey Wolves. I may have to rebuild my Grey Wolves deck, except I don't see, for me, I don't see a big, huge difference in Grey Wolves. I don't. Border Militia, Unravel, Teleport, Sleep, and Explosion in a Village. One unique, one foil for those of you mapping. Started streaming 32 minutes ago. Sorry I'm taking a long time, guys, but I had a lot of catching up to do on what I wanted to share with you guys and talk about. Phantasmal Shade, Backstab. So I just recently, Delivering Kraken will be our elite, by the way. Look at that gorgeous Backstab. That is pretty. The red is super, super pop. All right, moving on. Target minion moves to an adjacent location if needed to strike another target tapped minion there. I was playing, I think, against Loki a couple nights ago, and he played a Backstab, took my Grey Wolf, and moved it into my other Grey Wolf. I didn't ever think that card worked that way. Not ever. And it makes perfect sense once you RTFC. You know, as the professor says, reading the card explains the card. I'm like, oh, of course it works that way. Diluvian Kraken, Elite, Fade, Ice Lance, Belmont. I don't see a Curio, but I see a foil 1 cost water. What is 1 cost water? Shrink? Yeah. Okay, let's look at how pretty this is. That is super awesome. Francesca Barreld is one of the better artists. Oh, look at how much the back pops now. That's nuts. This print run is ridiculously good, right? Well, if they don't watch, it's not the end of the world. I'm not trying to be the world's biggest YouTuber or anything. I just like to document things and talk about things, and it's a hobby for me. So no big deal. It's just I couldn't ever do the live streams until I got to 75 subscribers, apparently, or whatever it was. So yeah, the print run is ridiculously good, right? Have you opened any yourself, TCG Addict? Because these are great in person. I hope they catch on camera. Wayfaring Pilgrim, Flaming Sword. Look how much that just comes out. It's so good. Mordic Druids. Oh, I think I'm going to get Jeff to alter some of these for me. Those go there. Mordic Druids. Those go there. Spectral Stalker, Overpowered, Disenchant, Mad Dash. Drew Tucker. This card is so crazy. Like, good and hard to look at the same time, dude. Like, every time I look at this, I think that's a head and not a hand with two little things. The head's over there, right? It's weird. Neato, though. Blood Ravens, one of my favorites by Negapol. Sandworm, Wall of Air, Spit Attack, Wicker, and look at the pop on that Spring River. Look at that. Yeah, so, yeah. I would think a lot more people would be watching, but they're not, and it's okay. Completely fine. I haven't posted anything in like a month or more. I've just been doing my own thing, and like I said, I'm not making a living off of YouTube, so it's no big deal. Hopefully Chris Hu sees this and sees my shout out to him. That's really more important to me than anything. Hopefully some of the people have helped me get going and learning how to do some YouTubing. See, wow. Okay, Mariner's Curse and Ormond Harpooneers. Okay, Frontier Settlers, yay. Not enough for me to care. Look at the way these pop. That's nuts. Absolutely crazy. I hope Dave sees this video. That's Rutosaurus. Far East Assassin is actually not as different. Like, not enough to pull me in, but it's still good. Men of Lang, that's probably my favorite out of this set. Drew Tucker card, art-wise. Pit Vipers, Berry, Cauldron Crones, Cavalry, and a Sorcerer. Ooh. So he pops better than the other guy. A lot. Okay, neat. 2 foils, 1 unique. Yeah, this print run is solidly good. Who all is watching? I see TCG Addict. Apparently there's 2 more people watching, because I see 3 watching. Evil Presence, playing this in a deck that I built that I like a lot. Phase Assassin, Awakened Mummies, and a Gilded Aegis. Everybody buy out the Gilded Aegis. Why did everybody buy out this card? I do not understand. I mean, I get what it does. What's the spec on this? I just don't understand. Are we thinking like Arthurian Legends is going to make this card better? I don't know. I wouldn't have chose. I would not. That's unique, by the way. That's our second unique on the right-hand side. This print run is so good. But again, I still don't think it's enough for a premium. I hope my air conditioner is not going to make this annoying to listen to, because it just popped on. Sea Raiders, oh, look at how gorgeous the sirens are. Dude. Wow, that's so good. Okay. Wicked Witch is just kind of the same for me. Blink, Grapple Shot is nice. Blizzard, Extinguish is not a curio. Common Sense, Swampalows, Wild Buffs. Yeah, I gotta say, I'm impressed. What is that? Okay, there's definitely surface wear on this Autumn River. If you have opened packs of Summer Sorcery, Singapore Sorcery, and you've got, I don't know if it comes out on the camera, but right here and right here, it's like, it's not like rubbing it on asphalt or playing without sleeves, but it's residue of some kind. It's crazy. Huh. Oh, I can see it on the camera, yeah. And, somebody was saying these packs are easier to open. I have not been finding that to be the case, but they're not harder to open either, so. Kobolds, wow, the blue cards are amazing. Mix, hey, we got a Summer Sorcery mix. So Louis DeGeorge was saying this is his favorite mix. By the way, Louis DeGeorge, if you're watching, Send me a DM. I want to buy into your alpha break, man, and I'm digitally divided. I don't know how to do it. Mix air. Anyway, that's his favorite. I like the Terra. So back at you, Louis. Really? Mix air? Really? No, I'm kidding. I love you, man. Sorry, dude. Fire. Amazon, Swan, Maiden's Cave, Trolls, Incinerate, Border, Mortality, Muck, Sandstorms, Miner, Dark Tower. Okay, so I think in this pile we need to hit shout out to Josh from Hometown TCG, who has not been doing enough sorcery content, Josh. But you love magic. It's cool. We got a foil in here. Let's see if we can do better than Louis. We probably can't. It's purple. Maybe it's not purple. It might be a village. Oh my god, look at this Unland deal. Holy god, that's brilliant. That's so good. Oh, wow. Okay. So I can see certain cards pulling premiums. I'm not sure if the boxes should. Wow. Crater Eyes. We just discussed this. It does not pull enough difference for me to give that a premium, but Fade. Okay. It might be a village. Bolt. No, it's not. I got that way wrong. Overpower. So we have, let's see, let's do right side, overpower. That does not, like, thrill me the way Old Salt Anchorman and Shrink. Oh, wow. It's big on the back, though. I think the foils are going to pull premiums. I do. Middle. So we're still in the middle. Sorry, this is going to be a longer video, guys, because I'm going to take my time looking at it. And I'm going to comment along the way. Battering, we got another foil, I think. I can't tell what it is. Lighthouse and a Shifting Sands. Gross. Griss. Poltergeist. Anybody speak German want to correct me on that? I'm not even sure if it's German. Look at that's just creepier now that I can see it better. Scent Hounds. I don't know what it is. Scarecrow? No. I don't know what that is. It feels like it's a land. Maybe not. Scent Hounds. That is not a Curio, Mike Servati. Uh-oh, I dropped it. We're going to get that boss troll back. And it's definitely not a land. It might be Scarecrow. Riptide. Scourge Zombies. It is Scarecrow. Hey. Go me. Lindsay Crummett. So I hope, I'm pretty sure, but I hope she's going to be at Baltimore. I definitely want to get some embellishments or original art from her. I love her stuff. That's gorgeous. That's, yeah, I think the foils are definitely going to pull premiums out of this. Boss Troll on the Ground, that's for Mike. Snow Leopard, Wild Boars, and Sea Serpent. Mike, shout out to you, buddy, just because I give you so much shit. You know I'm just fucking with you, right? But I do actually like you, dude. But, I mean, it ain't no fun if I can't mess with you, man. 5 people watching. Hello, new people. Colicky Dragonette, Stormy Seas, Frost Nova. Oh, hey, we got a Cloud City. So we are 1 unique into the middle and 2 foils. What do you guys think about the Dust Rewards version of this? I like it a lot, but it's same artist and same style, so I'm okay with either, but I actually like the other one better. But yeah, cool. So let's see, unique from the middle. Roaming Monster, Drown, Mercenaries, Scarecrow. Hey, Cho, what's up, my friend? I'm trying to pull another Philo Stone. What's going on, buddy? What is happening? So, this card, this is my super secret tech right here. I think he's underrated. It's not really secret anymore, though, is it? Now that I talked about it. Ha! Angel's Egg. We're gonna see way more. Okay. Did you see how this popped? That is crazy good. By the way, Cho, this is gonna be a longer vid, bud, because I'm enjoying seeing the difference in the art quality, saturation quality, color, vibrancy, whatever you want to talk about here. Angel's Egg, Wizard. I'm kind of moving through the commons a bit unless something pops. I'm gonna try, man. I'm absolutely gonna try. I can't remember who I was talking to, but I'm gonna try to come to Vegas. Vegas is dangerous for me. I'm a degenerate. I got 20 plus years of casino industry in me. From dealer all the way up to, you know, a guy in the sky. Did I not? Oh, Angel's Egg. I'm definitely coming. I got to make sure I have no money with me that isn't for sorcery. Yeah, Vegas is bad for me. I know people out there. I can't. I know too much. But I gotta go. A, I gotta meet you in person. B, you owe me some frosted lemonades. I'm just gonna throw that out. Floodplain, Ratanus Titan. Oh my God! Look, I keep coming. Look at the blues. Look at the blues, man. Look at how much. Okay, yeah, I'll take you up on that, man. For real. Floodplain, Ratanus Titan. Look at the way these come out. Have you opened any of these yourself, Henry? What up, Frogman? What's going on, dude? Foil, Avalon. What is the foil? Is that immolation? That could be immolation. No. Magnetic muzzle. Okay. I'm sold on the foils in this print run, guys. This is really, really solid. The foils are definitely... Oh my God. Wow. Wow. Yeah, Dan, you can't have any of the frogs I opened in this box. I'm sorry, bud. These are gross. These are so good. Muck Lampreys. Polar Bears, Exorcism. Are you guys in on Louis' Alpha break tomorrow? I know you're going to be in Vegas. You live out that way, don't you? So jealous. Not really. I enjoy Michigan. If I lived in Vegas, I'd be broke. Sisters of Silence. Oh, wow. Okay, see the shadows? I know you guys have already opened these boxes, but see the shadows on these? So good. Blink, Spectral, Grapple, Seji, Ogre, Spin. No curio. I think Louis' boxes have been fire. Wait, is Rudy doing sorcery? Rudy, that's how I found out about sorcery. I was late to the parade, man. I ended up getting my first supply of boxes from somebody in the chat right here. Is this upside down? This is upside down, isn't it? No, I'm good. All right. Step. Okay. I've not been a fan of yellow in this set, but in this print run, the yellow is so nice. Wow. That's really good. Oh, look at the dodge roll. It's so in your face. Oh, wow. Okay. I might be sold. Overpower. Blizzard. Extinguish is not a curio. Yeah, the blues are just gorgeous. What did you guys see up here? Box of Tone. It's got... You got a Philo out of the set, Henry? I'm jealous. Out of this run? Rudy did 2 kits, Dan. He did 3 boxes of beta and a promo, which I have. You've seen the promos. I was sure you were in on this. He did the Witherwing in kit 1, and he did the Amazon Warriors in kit 2. I was sure you were in on that. By the way, Dan, I love that framed art you did with the old Salt Anchorman stamp and your kid in the picture. That's a great piece, man. It is sentimental. It's personal. It's good framing, man. Good composition. Kudos to you on that. Unlikely Alliance. All right. Mad Dash. What do you think about that? What do you think about that in terms of color? Better, right? Like, I might not have noticed this guy's face before. Yeah, the art is just better. Or not the art, the saturation is just straight up better, in my opinion. Oh, no, Rudy's not doing an opening. Louis is doing an opening. Louis is doing Sorcery Sundays on his channel. And I believe this coming Sunday, I'll probably be wrong. Okay, how do you pronounce that word? I've been saying tring, but it's probably like tringe or, yeah, I don't know. Who knows? But it's so much better in this saturation. Okay, Louis doing alpha openings, breaks. He did not do one last week because Memorial Day he wanted to spend time with his family, I believe. Meteor shower. Oh my God, that's so vivid. Wow. And yeah, I'm probably this animated in person. Daryl. Say hi, Daryl. Okay. Yeah, check out. I need to bug him, send him a DM or something, and say, hey, I'm old and digitally divided. Can you please make sure I get in on your break? Because his boxes have been fire for me. I know. Joe's gonna say all the boxes I've opened have been fire. Oh, Dan. Hey, Dan. Hey, Dan. Oh, Dan. Oh, Dan. Look what I got. Oh, Dan. That really, really, really pops. That's so good. I want to see this in foil now. Did you get any of these, Dan? This is middle. Old Salt, Fenvale. The Bolt, honestly, is not as pop. Is this going to be Daryl? Oh, baby. Got me a Daryl. Right next to a Vile Imp. Got me a foily Daryl in the beta run, or in the summer run. Awesome. Look at how vivid that is. All right, I'm going to have to... That one's going to go somewhere else. I'll keep it here in the middle pile, but it's coming out for special display purposes. Wave Shaper. Look at it. Yeah, the color is just so much better. I mean, I've opened up a couple stinkers, but you're not wrong. I've been pretty damn lucky on these. You're not wrong. You got Zero Summer? Tell you what, I will hold this Plague of Frogs aside for you, dude. I know how you are with your frogs. Phil, speaking of frogs, so wait a minute, you don't have any summer? I will set aside all the frogs for you, dude. Any frogs I open out of this box, I'll set them aside. We'll figure something out. Yeah, dude, if you're gonna open your own box, open your own box. They're ridiculously, yeah. Wow. Wait, I almost, what did I do? I'm talking about frogs. Put the gin down. Okay, there we go. Little Mark Hamill action. All right, last in the middle. And sorry I am being slow because I really want to look at these. Oh, God, that's so good. Love it. All right, this is our first pack in the left, and we have a foil. We have we have 6 total foils, 4 total uniques, 4 foils out of the middle, 2 uniques, 2 foils out of the middle, 2 uniques for those mapping. Headless Haunt, Aqueduct, and a Bane Widow. I hate this card, and it is such a good mechanical card, but I spiders creep me out, and yeah, that card just gives me the oogies. All right, Phoenix. Oh, is this? This is going to be a good card. Phoenix is gorgeous. Hey, does anybody know if Melissa's coming to Baltimore? Meiji, Monster, Cauldron Crones. I think it's a Flaming Sword. It is. And the best thing about this is I needed another one because I dented my last one for my foil set. And I will absolutely take this in replacement. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. All right. I haven't pulled a foil unique. Yeah, I'll do any trade you want, man. I'm easygoing. I just know you love the frogs. So I figure I'll set them aside for you. Maybe we can trade them. One thing I've heard is the pull rates, unique foils, and big hits. Yeah, I've heard that too. I mean, that's my first, let's see, Muzzle's an elite, right? Muzzle's elite, Scarecrow, Overpower. So I pulled one elite and one exceptional, two exceptionals, Shrink. No, Old Salty's, no, he's common. Yeah, two exceptionals. Look at Raised Dead. So nice. I hope Melissa's there. I've got this book that I want people to. I almost put rest in peace in the wrong spot. So did you guys know? I did not know this until, well, before I made a video before today, that these are the windows from Dispel and Disenchant. I had no idea. Makes perfect sense. Avalon Dryad, Deep Sea Mermaid, Stalker, Common, Overpower. Harpoons is nice. Snow Leopard, Serpent. But yeah, I have not seen a foil unique out of my little itty bitty tiny sample run here. Oh, we got a foil. There's another step. That seems pretty good. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves a Pathfinder. Look at the pop on that. It's so much brighter. I don't know what is in the background of the foil. It might be a river. Look at that path. Awesome. So that is a unique. Ooh, feels thicker somehow. Interesting. That's a left hand unique. Disenchant, Mad Dash, Swanee. Oh, Nightmare. Okay. Let's check out Nightmare. Look. Ooh, that's so much better. There's details in this that I didn't know. I might actually need this card too. Look at the way that is. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm going to spend so much money on artists when I go. I'm pretty much done collecting other than putting together the foil set and then save it up for AL, but now I'm torn to whether I'm going to put together a foil play set because I'm getting close and I've got all the extras. Drought, Magellan Globe. All right. What do you guys play? So I see you guys posting all the time, and I know Cho doesn't have time for anything because I know what he does for a living. But what are your decks? What do you guys actually play? Belmont, Fenvale, Blood, Scarab, Spin, Sand, Wicker Man. Not bad. So there's a big red pack. And you can see across the cards here, Incinerate, Scarabs. There's definitely a vibrancy difference depending on the color palette used, I think. Like Sandworm feels just like the other Sandworm to me, but Incinerate is definitely poppier. You know what I mean? And Violence in the middle. Yeah. That's funny, the Dan collection for Dan. I never knew that about you. That's so awesome, dude. That's awesome. What's your wolf deck made of? I got a wolf deck that I love a lot. I mostly just collect because I have no... Yeah, I know. I know, dude. I understand the time thing. Trust me, I do. You've got it worse than me, though. Your endeavor is way bigger than mine was. Host, Eagle. Look at these 3 cards. Look at how good they are. Oh, my. Just nuts. All right, Crossroads is a great hit. I don't think it's visually any better, though. Bolt, Firebolts, Old Salty, Bosky, Cool. I'm glad your kid enjoys the game, man. We need the younger crowd to get into this, not a bunch of us old farts. So what's your avatar for wolves? Is it sorcery? What? Whoa, check that out. Check it out. Double exceptional. Gnome Hollows, Golem. That was live on camera. Into Kingdom of Agartha. That's pretty cool. Neat. There was collation error there. Kingdom of Agartha is much poppier and gorgeous. I like the wow, that's really good. That is really, really good. All right, so 2 uniques. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total uniques. So we should be getting 1 more unique, I believe. Tufted turtles. I haven't seen anything like aberrant yet. So, oh God, sorry about knocking the camera over, guys. Let me let the camera video catch up here. There's a bit of a delay. Things are going to shake a little bit. Probably made somebody throw up. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay. Ooh, turtles. Shackles. Seen a lot of shackles lately. Those hurt. Thanks, Kev. Missed you last week. Coming this week? Yokai Kappas. Oh, I meant to show him your frogs, dude. Oh, well. Yokai Kappas. Scourge, Coral Reef, Roaming, Drown. Oh! That is one of my favorite foils of all time. Let's see if it is that much better in this. Definitely, so like when you catch the light right, it definitely pops more, but I'm not sure it's actually better. The back is like vividly better though. Oh my God. Wow. Wow. Yeah, it's going to get traded out with the one I already have. Okay. So you said Sorcerer. Let's catch up. Yep, Sorcerer. And now I'm going to start. So I use Elementalist in my Wolves deck. Thanks, guys. I don't think Easley's coming. That's kind of sad because I love his art. I use Elementalist, and the whole point of it is to be able to run like Common Sense and then search for a bunch of 1 threshold commons, Dispels, Lightning Bolt, whatever, to deal with stuff. And then just wolf to death. Imperial Road. Okay. The Frog, way poppier. Archer, middle poppier. Flanks, I wouldn't say it's a huge difference, but when you, I'm going to go side by side, it's obvious. The Road feels normal to me. Boyle, Mercenaries, yada, yada, yada. Buffalo, still good. Muck Lampreys definitely gets a boost. And all the rivers are ridiculously better. Yeah, 100% better. Way too many commons. Yeah, well, I mean, so I run 4 in my wolf deck. I run 4 Common Sense. Oh! Snap! Snap! Oh, Henry Cho's never gonna let me live it down. Henry Cho is never gonna let me live it down. Oh my God. 1 box of summer sorcery and I hit a fucking stone. That's too funny. Oh my God. I was sitting here going, Let's check out the lava salamander. Look how pretty it is. Love Miss Benson and just boom into a stone. I'm an idiot. All right. That's let me call up to the wife real quick. Tracy, are you awake?
Yeah.
Can you bring me my 2 bindered books downstairs, please? They should be sitting on top of the table. We're gonna look at stone by stone. This is, yeah, I'm sorry, Cho. I'm sorry. Put that right there for a minute. Let's go through the rest of this pack. Grapple Shot, Sandstorm. Look how much better that is. Okay, I am streaming if you don't want your voice heard, so. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. So we're gonna get out the old book of trade stuff here. That's foils. Here we go. Here's a beta stone. All right. Here's a beta stone from first run. Are these side loaders? I can never remember. Bottom loader. Check it out. I know I'm not the first person to do this comparison. It must be your horseshoe because I'm not. You're not lying, Joe. You are not lying. Look at that. Look at the backs. That is so obviously different. Wow. That is so obviously different. It's gonna take a premium. I suppose there's gonna be people out there that like this version better, but I think it's gonna take a premium. All right, so left side. Sorry, I had to stop. I did not expect to hit a stone in one box, so I got to put this back wherever it goes. We'll put that on top of Sorcery for now. Yeah, it's way better. It's way better. You don't want to take me to the tables, dude. You don't. I will sleeve it. I will sleeve it. I will sleeve it. Give me 1 sec. I want to... There's people that don't have the patience we do to watch this. Oh my God, look at these. They're so good. They're so good. Chaos Twister. Look. Oh. Wave, Grey Wolves, not a Curio. If I hit a Curio in these last 2 packs, I'm going to go apeshit. You guys are going to have to turn down the volume. Not going to lie. Well, I appreciate you guys for coming to hang out and watch this. Phantom Steed. Look at the gorgeousness on that. Oh, and we got a Melissa Benson favorite. Oh, yeah. Oh, so sick. So sick. Love it. Okay, let's go over there. I don't think we actually have anything left to hit in these last 2 packs, but we're still going to open them because, hello. Oh, no problem, man. So I was talking about this with Dave from Archives of the Realm Rhedosaurus. You know, so many videos look so much better than the stuff I do, but I'm not really... Oh, Atlantean Fate, we did have unique left. Oh, so look at the color on this. All 3 of these cards. Yeah, sadly, I know it's not anywhere close to scarcity levels of Summer Magic, but these are gonna keep a premium, I think, in the long run. The color is just that much better. That is so good on enough of the cards that matter. All right. That goes over here. We're going to get some sleeves out. Give me a minute. I feel like we've got more uniques than we're supposed to. Right? The color of that geyser was ridiculous. Geyser is exceptional. I mean, look at it, dude. So good. Okay. Last pack. I'm sorry, Kevin. You can always back it up and listen to me sound like an idiot. Timanax Bridge Troll. One of my favorite. East-West Dragon. Not bad. I'll build a Friend of Dragon deck out of that probably. Bosky, Old Salty. Nothing special in the clothes. But, okay, I need sleeves. I don't have sleeves down here. This will get sleeved up. We're going to show it one more time because it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous how good this is. That is such an obvious difference. It's crazy. Well, so that is the basic conclusion of my stream. Let's sum it up. So we got, that is not part of that. We got two foils in the right, two uniques in the right, 4 foils and 2 uniques in the middle, 3 foils and 4 uniques in the left. So I think distribution based on the extremely small sample size is actually pretty well fixed, collation wise. We did hit the one weird aberration of 2 Crave Golems back to back in a pack. We got Elite. Is Scarecrow Elite? No, he's ordinary, right? So we got 2 elites, 2 exceptionals, and everything else ordinary in the foils for a total of 7, 8, 9 foils. We got 8 total uniques out of the box. A Pathfinder, a Fate, a Philosopher's Stone, Frogs, Kingdom of Agartha, Cloud City, Aegis, and Maelstrom. That was a good box. And I'm glad I bought it, honestly, because I wanted to see it for myself, and the difference is ridiculously good, honestly. There's some cards that stand out as not different enough, but it has to do with the color palette. And all in all, I'm super stoked. Who can't go to Baltimore? Who's not going to Baltimore? Sleeve it. Thanks for streaming. Just bought an MB Polar Bears hoodie. Oh, nice. Thank you for putting this up, Kyle. It was fun seeing it. Oh, no sweat, dude. I love you, man. Appreciate you, Joe. Color on the Geyser, Fulton. Oh, you're out of town till Cup? All right, man. Well, let's try and get some TTS games in, you and me. Sorry, can't go to Baltimore, guys, but hope to see folks in Vegas. That's okay, Dan. I will. I can't guarantee Vegas yet. I thought I was going to make it to Gen Con. I can't. So I'm going to try real hard for Vegas, and I will set cards aside for you. And if we can't, I'll just ship them to you, and you can ship me something back that you think is fun. That's fine. We'll be trying to make it to Vegas. Cool. You, me, and Cho. Cho, if you take me to the tables, I'll teach you how to play. All right. Guys, I'm going to close it for the night because I got to make dinner for the wife. That was a friggin' blast opening that box. Appreciate you guys so much. Don't hate me on the chats just because I don't give a fucks about anything. There was a joke there. Ivan, if you're watching, I don't mean to be a dick, dude. I don't. Honestly, I just try and set things straight. That's all. All right, y'all have a peace out.